So, I can make sure this is working. Nah. Okay, I'm ready. You guys ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
Alright, I'm diving the top right just to get up there.
Two for boosters.
No, wait for Moon to do his thing. Wait for Moon to stage.
Okay, sure.
They have an Ash up there.
There,
Well,
top
like,
left, they have a Doomfist as well.
You're like there for boosters,
I'm
just
ready.
make sure you have your
Ready?
cooldown.
Ready? Wait.
Dragon right.
Yeah, I'm going top left, okay? Top left.
Okay.
Okay.
Walking forward. 3, 2.
And top left.
On the Doofus. Doofus is one.
They counter dive.
Shield.
Get the
One's on
Winston,
me,
get the Winston,
careful.
nice.
Nice job.
I'm one.
I'm on you. It's okay.
Diving here.
Diving here.
I'm purple. I need to.
Doomfist backed out.
It's fine. I'm diving the other high ground.
Gonna kill Doom.
He's dead.
Oh, nice.
Go on stick. Go on toes.
Peter, what the fuck?
Yeah, right.
He's dead.
Toes now. Toes. Alright, cap. You guys can take. Take some
I can't believe
this fight.
Alright, I'm going off you.
actually using toes as the call out for Sigma,
He's
and you
gonna-
guys are
he's
letting
gonna
him do it.
pushing really hard to use toes, and I
I-
want to call him out. That's so weird.
I'm not okay with
Just
this.
like on the ground shooting a Sigma doing nothing.
I guess it is one syllable less, but I mean,
It's disgusting.
I agree.
One thing I do want to point
Overall.
out that I really liked what you did here
He's dead.
was like staging, like when you guys knew you weren't going anywhere, but like staging behind at least what little cover you had. I assume you were doing that on purpose because you positioned it really well, and then just like waiting for the call. And at the meantime, just like making sure everyone else is okay. Like that was very good.
But could you not dive when I'm playing it?
Then let's push up.
Bold of you to assume we'll listen to you.
All my cooldowns.
It's just like old time.
I'm just like on the ground shooting a Sigma doing nothing.
Happens.
Stand on top. Stand on top of the list.
3 for boosters.
I shouldn't be here.
Getting
but
so
Bold.
I had to jump. I had to
That's
drop.
fine. We're just waiting right now. I'm gonna pick on this.
I can valk in this fight.
I'm good to go whenever.
Okay. I'm gonna valk when you guys dive. Okay.
Ash is up top here.
Go.
Ash is one. She's dead. Ow, help her with the rest. Nice.
We kill this monkey. Is
Boosters
like,
in one. I'm good.
Yeah, can you pause?
monkey.
So right there, when Freddy died, so Elysian went in to go res. And while you left, because you don't want to like be feeding there. I would say, especially if you are running a mercy, the first question you should ask before you leave your teammate's body is like, do we have res? And if they have res, then you need to be there to like help make sure that it that your mercy doesn't die trying to get it off.
Or like, or if someone's gonna call for going for res, like as long as there's like communication for the res, and then you can be there. Because actually, in general, this whole entire point here, like Freddy dies.
Yeah.
I saw no reason for you to even like fall down. Like worst case, you could just go into the building, but I think you could see too much space up here.
Okay.
Yeah, that too, and also you kind of like Elysian Valked and she was with you guys. Like you kind of abandoned him up there by himself, so he could have died. Yeah, if it was a better team, he would have died there.
That's like just to set the tone of like what we're gonna expect out of you. Like I don't think you need to concede that space at all.
Okay.
So like you come back, yeah. So you come back here. Elysian manages to get it off
I'm good.
because
Yep. Monkey. I'm coming, Freddy. I'm
basically,
here.
push.
Can we kill this Mercy? Mercy. Go on Mercy.
On a one.
What is Elysian doing there?
Toast.
Dive Mercy, you know.
Have mercy.
Nice.
I'm gonna help Lucio.
Really good cleanup.
Dave, Tracer upstairs.
They also have. Yeah, some Lucio.
She's still up there.
That's a nice hop back. I like that hop back a lot. To account for the recall.
When I die, I'm gonna switch.
Okay.
I think you can I think you can here too. I think you can actually stay on high ground
Yeah, like you
and
just
own the balcony.
Yeah, you just own that space up front. Like in general,
and-
your booster movement's really good.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just early on, but you're maybe playing like a bit too scared of just owning high ground. Like you still have 600 health. Like it takes a lot to force you off of there.
Or a Hanzo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but meaning aside though, like, okay, if you look at what they have, the reason that it's important for you, like, the reason that you can stay up there even if you're by yourself is if you look at what they have, who will actually probably be the biggest problem for you, but like, Anna is too slow, Mercy's not going to go up by herself, Sigma's too slow, McCree, you will eat him alive, and like, Winston, you can chase him out, right? So basically, 5 out of the 6 people who try to take that high ground from you will either need a teammate with them, which means that it's a 2v1, leaving your team up on the ground. Like, if you stay on high ground, like, you can fall off, you know what I mean? Or you have boosters, like, you can get out of there really easily. It's a pretty small space with a lot of corners to dodge around if you don't want to take damage. But, like, basically, you want to prevent, especially McCree, from setting up there, and Tracer if possible, and also up there. But if, like, really aggro Annas might go with the McCree, for instance. Like, you really want to prevent McCree from going there, because if he gets at high ground, he has high noon. A lot harder for you guys to deal with him. As if you stay here, you can proactively just prevent him from being here. Does that make sense?
A bit of flow charting here too. If you stay on this space, you're allowed to poke from up here into like the back line. You're perfectly set up to where if Winston jumps in, either you and Freddy could jump out, or you peel very easily from this position, or you're forcing them to commit resources up here, in which case like you just drop down for free and you group up with your team. Like, this is already just the ideal spot for you to do basically all of your jobs.
Okay.
Let's get back up here.
Try to force out monkey bubble if you can.
I can.
So like now
just
can't,
toss it.
now you can't like poke.
I'm going
now
to.
you're just,
I'm gonna
like,
boop them. Okay, when they try to hide. Okay, you can just toss it if you like. Never mind. Wait, play safe.
No DM.
It's okay.
I like that Moon literally just eats
Yep,
that.
that's one fight.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Literally
really
flies
weird.
into a McCree ult and eats it with his face.
I'm gonna switch to Ryan for this last point here.
Yep.
Or Sigma.
Tracer's on our back line?
No, we're going right.
Tracer.
That Tracer was
Ryan, but if
ambitious.
that Tracer's getting me, I'm gonna Sigma and try to rock.
highly questionable. Look at this forward Winston bubble that offers no protection.
Hanzo.
Yeah, I would say.
This
Hanzo.
team.
Or
Hanzo,
McCree.
whatever's your best character.
Actually, can you?
I'm not gonna lie, because I'm impatient, I would have gone there
Actually,
to
Kate Cree.
No, stay with the
That'd
bomb.
been really funny actually. That was probably a
Yeah.
bomb
Push-
down the hallway. Yeah.
Yeah.
like to put, because like if you bomb right here, that Winston wasted his bubble up front and they were stuck here. Hilarious. Like, even if he jumps, I don't think he can clear the bomb.
Not unless he goes up to the balcony.
Yeah, that's true. But then you still force out a cooldown. Like, he doesn't have jump, he doesn't have bubble. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a
And
minute
you-
before
and-
they can engage.
Because you're diva, you get to chase Winston, and you tend to bully Winston super hard. So, worst case, like, he's gonna eat a lot of damage or even possibly die trying to escape that bomb because you just re-mech chase him and burst him down.
Okay. Monkey's
I
playing
could
Hydra?
creep.
I need
Oh,
1
that's
second.
where you are.
My food just got here.
Oh, I thought that was him in the like. in the pod, and I was like, "Wait, why are we pausing?" And then I realized it was like Teggs in real life, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
It's like, oh. I'm so jealous of his booster movement. It's so much better than mine. My booster movement
Is it really?
sucks. Yeah, mine's terrible. But I think it's my low sense.
Oh yeah, yeah. It like my sense definitely hurts my booster movement. I just can't I can't track if I go higher.
Yeah, that's my issue. It's like not that you need like super hard tracking on Diva, but sometimes I have trouble finishing like squishy targets such as AD me. Unless I'm at like my current sense, but then like my booster movement suffers super hard.
You know what's sad? I'm just like, I was like, yeah, but then I can't track, and I was kind of like, wait, what tracking? Like my tracking on Diva
What
sucks
tracking?
anyway. Any close range tracking, I'm like terrible. Like I think for me, because I like most of the supports are mid range ish, I'm okay. But anything closer than that, I'd like lose track of the target completely.
Ina did a bunch of laundry, and it was all over Eli's. One of Eli's beds is in our closet.
He just like why?
He was so.
Why
bad,
did you do
and then
this?
I moved all. Of it, and now he took the bed and he's sleeping.
Aww. It would just occur to me.
What's up?
You make an effort for at least one D&D session, like a month or something, to do it like us two with alcohol.
Yeah.
Alright,
Can really get into the character.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah
So I'm saying that because.
So right when you left, we were talking real quick. One about us doing drunk D&D, but two. I'm very jealous of your booster movement in general because it's so much better than mine. I think it's because my sense is too low, but at the same time, if my sense goes any higher, I can't kill like squishy targets at close range when they just AD me.
Yeah.
But yeah, your booster movement is like so much more cleaner than mine. I want to go back here because.
Monkey's playing high ground?
What did you just say?
Monkey's playing high ground, I think.
Why aren't you pushing him?
Oh, that's where you
Oh.
You're a little bit more free because we're playing Reinhardt now. So Freddy, funny
and
enough,
they're still playing Monkey.
And they're still playing
so like
Monkey.
your Rhines, like they're playing Monkey Sig, right? So like because you have a Rhine, he's not really gonna get bullied by anyone except for Tracer, and you have like this Hanzo to peel Tracer off of Rhine. So
Lucio can do like an okay job at it too. Like Ryan has help.
And he has a shield against everything else that can come at him. So like you don't actually need to babysit. Like you're not on Zarya, right? Like your job right here is not to babysit Freddy.
Like worst case, you're gonna off angle like Matrix a shit ton of damage if you see it coming, but like you don't bubble Ryan. You're not the one that's like, because your DPS doesn't sustain as hard as like Zarya's would. Like you don't have to stay with your Reinhardt.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh
Okay.
fuck, I've been discovered.
Yeah, you could be pushing that high ground now. Like look at that.
Let's get bomb.
Whoa, feeder.
Mercy's above you. Above you guys.
I'm reloading.
Chasing low.
But yeah, you definitely want to.
I also fed. Jumped right into it.
We still win this. I'm purple. Play safe. We can still fight this though. Come down.
Nice nano actually.
Mercy's still up top by herself.
Oh, I'm asleep.
Nope, we're out.
Still monkey?
It's rewind time.
Random personal opinion. When you're on that high ground, you're shooting that Valkyrie Mercy. I wouldn't have even bothered.
Yeah, she's too far away.
She's too far away. She's gonna get all of her health back anyway at that distance. Unless you're like going to close and literally burst kill her out of the air.
Yeah.
You don't do anything
Well,
to it.
and also it's like
Okay.
basically, if Cater gets a headshot on her and she's low in the middle of the air, like yeah, a bird.
Yeah.
And if you lose mech, riddance.
Okay.
I'm going to slopes, are you?
Yep. I'm speeding you here.
What's post one?
Go.
Yep. They have pulse. They probably have primal again, and they have high noon.
I can
How
see
long
that
has it been
skin.
since
I
they
really like
nano?
this already.
I like-
It's been a couple fights, right? So they probably have nano.
You know, it's kind of funny because this tracer has actually done like next to nothing. Oh, very far from pulse bomb. But I
Yeah.
guess like I'd rather you guys overestimate than underestimate. Back to something that we've talked about with you guys before, which is keeping track of who is actually having an impact on the fight. And Tracer, that's like really
in
the
this
only
game, it was kind of hard because they like none of them were really having that much of an impact. Not to be toxic, but
Big talk for someone that got rolled on
Fair
Li
enough.
Shang, huh?
hey, that was my first scrim match as off tank. Okay, wait, rusty and all that. Excuses.
Excuses.
Uh-huh.
Excuses.
Excuses.
Excuses. Alright. But you guys have a new plan. You're gonna play Ryan Zarya. Which is fine here.
I actually like this
I think
too,
it's very
because-
fine here.
because C is better. C is fine for Ryan Zarya because there's not a lot of high ground to play around to begin with. Winston is gonna have a hard time diving you, and also you have grab dragon, grab deadeye. Like all of these combos, combo very well.
And they're playing Winston Sigma, which is
Yeah.
like Winston can't
They
jump
can't-
you, and you just
Yeah.
walk through and you just walk up to Sigma.
Also, right now Zarya is kind of stupid. Like the beam change has been
It
huge
feels so
for
good.
her damage.
Yeah, it does.
Fix her
Oh my
beam.
goodness.
It's night and day, isn't it? Damage feels so
It feels-
consistent.
Yeah.
It feels bad for everyone else. I'll put it that way.
Well,
But yeah, like the comp that you guys went with, this actually makes a lot more sense because like you're like, what are you really gonna do on Diva? You know what I mean? Like, you don't really get additional value out of her, so I like the switch a lot.
I think you
They just
can
use
get
Fast
value
Fight,
out of
they won't
Diva
have that.
against
They
this, but
use-
like I think just having the game plan of just running at them with
Yeah.
Zarya is just a better
I-
plan in general.
I mean, it's like you can get value out of her, right? Like, but
this
the
idea
items
is
are
much
here.
better.
yeah, and also it's just like the synergy of the comp that you're running with these two DPS and this tank line, just like
And Lucio.
and Lucio, and then also the fact that they have a Winston and can't do shit against you is like a lot easier.
They use Sigma also.
Yeah, yeah.
Sigma used, no, Tracer used Pulse on. So,
Preload, he backed out.
Tracer's on.
Tracer is very
Tracer
interesting.
dead, Tracer dead, Tracer dead. Break bubble, break bubble.
so Mercy's
Come on,
one in
come
our
on,
back
come on.
lane.
Mercy, mercy, mercy.
Wow.
Mercy's dead.
That was at least
That was-
an
Walk past
from
it, walk past
Mercy.
it. Signal suck. Okay, can we kill that?
See, he can't even keep up his own toes call. He called him
Careful,
Sigma.
Sigma.
That was also a
you're
great
already halfway. You're already halfway to.
job. Yeah, and
You're already
trying to
halfway to grab.
Great job too of recognizing Sigma can't eat your beam. So
Nice.
you just push him and you just kill him.
That was huge.
yeah.
It's like playing goats. You just literally walked at them and they all fell apart. It's like old times watching you guys play this, isn't it?
I'll try on Zen here.
Fucking ancient fusion elementary knot.
Fusion Elementary.
Listen.
I bought
Fusion
a
Elementary.
Brick skin for that.
Probably Fusion
Zen.
Elementary, second place.
Fusion Elementary was shit at goats for the longest time, and now it's the only thing that you can play.
Undefeated regular
Probably on
season,
Aerial.
only to fall at the last hurdle.
It's alright.
Who
I
does
wasn't
that
there the
sound
last
like?
time.
Who does that sound like? To the Excelsior Academy,
I don't know. It should be XL3.
XL3,
Uh,
XL4.
we have
XL4.
Moon on Reaper.
XL
Remember
Junior.
how I have like a super diveable backline, so
Maybe
we get them up
XL69.
into jumping on us.
They probably mark us for that.
Do it, do it, do it, do it. Oh my god, that would be
Never.
amazing.
You're gonna teleport in on the
XL69.
countdown.
What do you want?
Or I just chill behind the supports and then.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna position top right.
I want to say it's
like,
right around
back
here,
left
but
here,
I'm
I
gonna
guess,
fell
from point
asleep
perspective.
recording your VOD.
From our perspective, we'll be on the right.
Yeah, that's what
Uh,
that's what she told me.
catwalk.
At least it's first person POV, and I think it auto swaps now when you switch characters, so I don't think it.
It's okay, you basically just have to fill the void.
I think it's too bad.
God,
Poor
I used to
Luna.
not.
I used
I know. I told her I'm like, oh no, go to bed.
I know.
Just fill the void.
I feel really bad.
because I'm not gonna exist for a bit.
Oh.
You
Moon's
wearing
not-
shoes, ew.
Respectable.
Yeah.
Luna's young. Don't do this to him. He deserves a pure.
He
We
deserves a
corrupted
pure
him.
childhood.
he deserves not to
Probably going
require
first, if I-
his
if you
brain
want
to be
that.
bleached.
Enable.
Ball
Really
going
Frank is the
around.
most obvious.
They have a reset ball.
Reset top here, reset
Widow.
top.
Oh,
We made eye
what?
contact for a long time.
They're on us. They're drop down here, drop down here.
Yeah.
Go under.
All on
Oh,
our
I
back.
missed that.
There's someone behind the.
Yeah, they know I'm
Yeah, you guys need to go back to Peel because they're all.
Careful, You're walking
What's
Widow.
Arisa doing?
Uh,
That's a nice hop up top to get a
Ball purple here,
headshot.
ball purple.
Here, I'm diving
I'm
on
hitting
top.
him, I'm hitting him. I'm low.
Oh, Widow got me.
Percy's dead.
We can still fight this. Careful of the Widow. Widow,
You guys need to deal with this
Yeah,
widow.
we still win this. We
Widow's
still win
good.
this. Dragon coming back now. You
Arisa's
still have no
low.
heals. Play safe, play safe, play safe. Go Hanzo though. Yes.
There we go.
You and Freddy
Nice.
just
Destroy them.
You're just like, all right, screw the rest of the team. We're just gonna kill them all.
The thing is, like, that this is actually that was a really good coordinated
They have one more.
two of you to focus, like, well, until the end there between Arisa and Hanzo. Like, I think you guys could have focused the right person, and it would have died faster. But it kind of worked out because, like, Freddy versus Hanzo have to worry about like tracking as much, and then Arisa just fucking dies to rockets.
Yeah, you're supposed to learn how to dance. Shit.
But that at this point, what you should be able to tell already is that Widow was getting huge, massive value. So is Hanzo you got to be careful of, but Widow needs to go. Like Widow needs to die, like early and fast.
Two things I want to point out from this last fight real quick.
It's coming.
So personally, I wasn't a fan of this initial like hop over
We
to
made eye
Freddy,
contact for a long time.
but you guys make the most of it. You kind of stage and you guys drop down.
They're drop down.
I end up liking this, if only because what happens up here
Yeah.
is that they all get rolled into cover. So it's almost like this is pro level, like you like, all right, we're down. We don't want to take a direct fight, so we're all just gonna hide. Except only you and Freddy are the only ones that actually do the right thing, and everyone else just gets rolled into cover. So like at this point, it's like hide, regroup, get ready for a fight if like Cater can come back, but you don't want to suffer any more casualties. So
Also, it's like they're Hammond, though, for you guys, if you ever play ball. Their Hammond should have gone the other way to knock the team further away from cover so that their snipers have, like, easy shots.
Yeah, I thought that's what he was gonna do at first, and then he went like towards Freddy, and I got real confused.
yeah, he went in.
Go under.
All on
Like,
our
that's
back.
fine.
There's someone behind the.
Yeah, they know I'm here. I got a dip.
There's a more.
The fact
careful
that you
with
and Freddy stayed super
Walk up, Widow.
coordinated ended up being really good.
Okay. Yep.
I probably would have ended up like peeling for that ball, and I probably would have ended up on high ground. But I think the fact that you and Freddy stuck together was really
Is
good.
why you actually got value out of the combined tank dive.
Nah.
Also, the Arisa, yeah, that was mistakes were made with that
Taking
positioning.
ender is fun. Thank you.
Get your all charged, boys. It's well worth.
They have a Moira.
More
Ready.
trench. Yeah, they had him earlier.
Hard day
I'm
at the
gonna have to take a
office for
second to rotate
Freddy,
here.
huh?
No.
I'm actually. Oh.
Oh.
Play safe.
See,
Also,
remember when I said the Widow was getting too much value? So in your head, like as tanks, target number 1.
Okay.
I mean, there was
Also,
nothing really much you could have done about Moon dying there.
Oh yeah, no.
So,
I'm not saying like you
that's
should have
definitely
been
not your
able
fault.
to. No. That's not your fault. But it's the fact that the Widow is able to get these kinds of picks means that he's gonna be able to put in a lot of work if he's allowed to shoot for free. So you can't allow that to happen.
And you guys should have been
Don't
pretty
be-
aware
you
too,
guys should
because
be around over
they
there.
were kind of slapping Cater in earlier maps.
Nice.
This is
don't
an
get booped. Don't get
ambitious
booped. He
jump.
might come back right back up here.
I'm gonna die that Hondo.
Like right there again. Yep.
Hondo's back. I'm not with
Yeah.
you.
So this like Widow has single-handedly killed both of your
They're all
DPS.
purple. They're all purple. They're all purple.
Good purple.
Just
Reset, reset, reset. I'm playing.
I like that.
Go to Rissa.
I like that. Boop. Back up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
I'm
like,
right.
your
Widow.
booster move
That's
is really
Widow.
good.
Yeah.
Going up top behind.
I can't see you, Teggs.
So close. No.
Oh, he's right here, bottom. He just ran away. He just ran away.
Really good
There's a
booster
Moira on
movement.
point for some reason. She's asleep.
She's
Nice.
good sleep.
Sleep.
Damage boosted Mercy. Or
Balls on me.
Widow.
Balls on me.
They have Hanzo here?
Thing is, like, you can't really peel. Like, peeling for ball is not that effective because he just leaves. So,
And you're
Actually,
peeling-
what
and
I
you're
would
peeling
do-
for like your main tank, so it's like
That's fine, that's fine.
what I would do actually. Percent in slow mo. Possible? I feel like it should be.
Playback speed, maybe. Hello.
Hello?
I cannot. I can't select it. Nope, I could for a second.
Wait. Try it. I tried selecting it.
Alright. 10-meter matrix.
Yeah, I think it was too far ahead, or like
hate
it was
it
too
so
far.
much.
When you hit matrix and like you actually got in range, it already disappeared off the arrow and into a dragon.
Yeah.
Like it was
There
very
we go.
close though.
Close.
Close.
I'll get it one day.
One day.
Day.
The other thing, it's like that boost across like the point to peel for Freddy. Like you also got to realize what you're putting yourself into as you make that jump. You just like fly right in front of everyone, and it's amazing that you don't take like a lot of damage. That's like it's a very dangerous like boost across all of that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
That's fine, it's
Okay.
fine. We got that out. Spread out.
But what you guys ended up doing was really good, where you took that forward
Just go down
positioning,
ball
you took
point.
this high ground back right here, and then were able to push all the squishies.
Balls purple here.
Crap, you blocked me in.
That's fine.
Hanzo one left.
Yeah, we're out. Balls sleeping towards our spawn.
I'm gonna switch to Risa for the
So
part here.
that remake was really bad.
I'm gonna just
Yeah.
You just did it in the open.
Yeah, stay diva.
Yeah. I'm really bad about
I
that.
have nano here. I'll probably
Don't watch your
nano
bombs.
you,
Just
Moon,
trust
when you
them
go
and
with
like
that
go
blossom.
find cover.
Good.
No,
Kill,
bro.
kill.
We
Ball's
can,
right
yeah,
here in the hallway.
hold early. Or hold close, rather.
Okay.
Kate's
Watch
fighting
out.
back. Kate's fighting back.
Alright.
Alright, we know what's up.
They might sightline you there.
Yeah. Push shield on corner. Whoa, that was probably.
You don't need it. Okay. Anytime someone
No,
calls
it's
push
on,
Hammond, I
there's
feel
one,
like
there's
unless he's the only one left on point,
You
you
ready,
should
man?
pretty
You
much
ready?
ignore that.
Yep.
Yeah. He's not gonna like super burst
go,
damage
go,
unless
go.
he's like hard committing with like a slam and everything.
Oh.
Huge.
shit.
There you
It just happened.
They were completely.
Moon just happened.
Ball's still behind.
go. Moon did moon things.
Let him be behind.
This is what I mean. If you guys were so busy pushing Hammond, yet this missed the party over there. How did he even get? Wait, how are they positioned?
he-
I'm so confused.
So what happened was Moon is in this building. He's hiding in like that corner.
Huh? They
I
finally
think-
pushed Cart past.
They push
And he
Cart
just walked
around the
back?
corner, and then like Freddy's just kind of sitting up here, so they just start shooting at Freddy because he's a Risa now, and then Moon gets the nano and
He presses W
he
and Q.
presses Q and W. He quaps.
He He quaps for the win.
Yeah.
Nice, good job.
Huge, man. Holy shit.
Let's chase this ball around.
Completely distracted.
Hey, I get him.
Let him be behind you. Stay close to each other.
The guy's 100%.
What do they have here? They probably have
100%
jackets again.
idiot.
They have walls. They just use bungo.
Wow.
They have wings. And
See, I told you I got him.
Have
You're
wings
on right side,
and
you're on right side,
coalescence. So Mercy Valk and you guys didn't
Oh,
notice.
fuck,
Feels
they
bad,
changed
man.
it. They
Well,
They
whatever they
I think she
use,
just-
we couldn't really notice because they all
They have
died.
Sigma now? Off of Rusa?
True.
Or off of
That is
Colorado?
very true.
Nope. Oh, I'm dead, I'm dead.
It's annoying.
Rip.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Just get back, get back, get back. Cover the punish Hanzo if you can, but it's okay if you get back. I'm not gonna push.
Unless the arrow goes clear through the bus, you're not gonna be able to eat it through a bus.
I like
Yeah.
your positioning though. You
Okay.
can pop out in a second, we'll let you know. But just don't
Again, I
Okay,
agree.
no
I really like.
rest, we can.
I really like this booster movement.
Yeah, I'm
Yep,
very
can you peek
jealous.
the door here?
My
That was a
booster-
really clean retreat.
My booster movement is
No,
trash.
nope. We don't have the
Teleport.
personnel.
Teleport.
Oh, I said, sorry.
Yo.
Fucking illusion.
Yo.
You should screen cap this and make fun of him.
Alright, yeah. Hold up.
Personnel.
Okay.
I need,
Look
like,
at
the-
this fucking
Yeah.
You see, no
We
shield.
don't have the.
No shield,
standing
no
main
nothing.
for free. Where was Illusion expecting Freddy to put down a shield? Is this Freddy's fault or is this Illusion's fault?
What the hell?
A little bit of both.
Oh, I pressed Alt. Shit. I lost myself.
Bad.
Alright.
Teleport,
Like we're good.
It's bad, man.
Alright, here we go.
Actually, why isn't Freddy putting down a shield here? That's a real question too. This is the first corner of the defense. I'm not sure where he's going.
Even if he put down the shield, I don't know if it'd cover all the way out there, right? Depending on where he put it.
Yeah, depending on where he puts it. But the thing is, like, Freddy was like here.
Yeah.
So if he puts the shield like here, then
True.
Legion might be safe. But or he could have like moved into it.
I forgot my computer updated, so everything's all whack right now. Alright, hold up. I'm gonna post this in here so that he can know. There we go.
Legion, the sitting duck. Probably should have used yellow for the duck.
It's a beautiful duck.
I'm quite proud of it, actually. I feel like that's pretty good
It's
considering.
pretty solid.
Alright. Very well deserved.
Oh, you didn't post it with my duck picture.
Well, we gotta get the next frame where he shows up in the
That's
kill
true.
feed.
That's true. All right.
Alright.
The duck got moved.
Rip.
It's nice while it lasted.
What the fuck is this snip and sketch? God damn it, Windows. One of these days, I'm gonna save a screen cap and like name it like Elysian Killed or something like that, and it's gonna be like, you already have a file with that name. Would you like to rename it?
You should take a screen cap of that too. As pretty as the first one.
There we go. Alright, 1 second. No, bring it back. Bring it back. Undo. No, wait.
What?
That doesn't undo. Shit. Where'd the duck go? I was gonna skip the duck.
I cleared it. Because the second one wasn't as cute.
Oh, I said, sorry.
At least he knows.
At least you know.
He's one.
Good push.
Yeah,
Good-
It's good, it's good, it's good.
Peter, do your thing.
Just assassinated that man.
Do the cookie heady thing.
Next shield, I'm gonna bum.
Okay.
Nice, break it.
Just go to
I
wrist.
got no shield, I got no shield.
I do have a wrist though.
Oh,
Where's
no,
Widow?
nope, look above you. Look above you.
Whoa.
You're so focused on this bomb.
Okay, it's okay. Thank you.
Good. Halting here.
That's enough for us to win. Careful of Widow up top. Widow sleeping up top.
Oh, what a sleep.
It's a huge sleep. Oh, and she gets away. Feels bad, man.
There's walls out.
Hanzo's one.
Oh, Kate!
Oh my god.
Reset purple, reset.
Wait, I thought I killed her. Oh, I killed Mercy. Fuck.
The other widow had walls and Kate pops off. Someone explain to me.
I have no shield for that, Eli. Watch out.
That movement's so
I know,
good.
I know. I'm just
Alright.
looking to...
Alright.
Freddy already knows. Freddy knows that the feed is coming.
Time for your fucking call out post, though.
Next shield, I'm gonna bum.
Alright, next shield and a bomb.
Just go to wrist.
Widow again.
Yeah.
I do have a wrist though. Where's Widow?
Is there a bullet trail though? For
I didn't.
I heard sound above.
Back up, we're down 2, back up.
it's maybe too quiet for where I am now.
Thank you.
Good. Ulting here.
Here's the
That's
thing
enough for us to win.
too about
Because Widow
being.
got slept up there. She was up top.
No, she yeah. We end up finding out that she's up top, but like I can tell from just the sound in the VOD
I heard.
because I think this is too
I
quiet.
heard the sound up top. I heard the
Footsteps.
is either where the bullet shot from, or I heard a Mercy, but I think the Mercy was actually behind them. Because
Well, Mercy was rezzing Hanzo, so Mercy was in the tunnel.
Yeah. Where did I hear it?
But
Because I know for a fact someone like. Oh, maybe it's just me.
I do have a wrist though. Where's Widow?
She's with them.
Yeah, I can't hear anything, but
so
my
Kate says.
headset's just.
Back up, we're down 2, back up.
So like Kate says that she's with them, so that means she's like. Kate.
Well.
Also, keep in mind that like Diva Bomb, because they're playing double shield, like it's gonna be pretty hard for you to get value out of it.
You're gonna get lucky with this one because Sigma fucks the shield.
It's okay. Thank you.
Good placement though. Like that's still really good placement regardless.
Careful of Widow up top. Widow sleeping up top.
Oh, crap.
Okay, there's walls out.
Hanzo's one.
Reset purple, reset.
Wait, I thought I killed her. Oh, I
Like,
killed
look
Mercy.
at all the cool stuff you can do from up here.
I jumped the wrong person.
Once again,
I have no shield for
very
that, Eli.
nice,
Watch out.
very nice
I know,
booster
I know.
movement.
I'm just looking to sleep any stragglers.
I got shield now.
Back up.
Ulting this.
Okay, I'll have none of this fight. We do the same thing, okay, Moon? Tell me when you have your ult. And then we just...
They have Hanzo ult.
Yep, they definitely have Jaggins still.
Tell me
Yeah, we're
when
gonna
you-
play back here then.
Nice,
They
nice,
knock,
nice.
right?
My free real estate
I don't
is
think
back.
Okay,
Up.
okay.
Oh,
They
and
have
I
signals.
decide to walk away.
Shield slash,
Sold
shield
my
slash, shield
property.
Nice.
Alright.
Nice shot.
Reset purple, go on, reset.
Wrist Discord.
Got her.
We're gonna try for the rat.
Moon,
I got you.
it's just Moon doing Moon things. You know.
I don't even know where he
Free
came from.
off Widow.
He literally walked out of their team, shot their Arisa in the head, and then noped out
Yeah,
again.
you'll be able to do this fight.
Korean mid.
Okay, use walls early. When they start coming in here.
Tell me one.
I'm honestly not sure I don't have a good yep.
Oh, dragon.
Squad on toes.
Scored on
Damn
toes.
it!
I hate that call out so much.
Fucking please, guys.
Oh,
I
heck.
think
Oh,
it
heck.
turned into a dragon just around the corner.
I got Bogos this fight, I'm pushing down now.
Protect Dragon, help Dragon. Dragon needs help.
Oh, I was a whiff.
I
I
escaped.
whiffed that. My fault.
okay.
My fault.
Come back. We got this.
I can get out of this.
It's fine. You can live here.
We can
Hey,
test
I'm
this.
gonna bomb behind them.
Oh.
Okay.
This Mercy almost flies into Moon.
Sigma for this
Oh
last
my
one.
god.
Bombing point.
Just go to wrist.
Nice.
I like that a lot. That was a great bomb.
Yeah.
Moira, one.
Sleeping. Toast.
Such a dumb call out. God damn it. Please don't.
This is good.
Okay, this is great. Nice chase. You're already 40% to your next
Okay,
bomb.
this is last fight. They have wings. They have
It-
coalescence.
I like that
Okay,
their
they're engaging
team
now.
knew
Be
that you
careful.
were
They don't
behind
have
them.
blade. They just swapped.
And they walked
They
past
have
you
single.
anyway. So literally, I was doing like a VOD for Dragon earlier today too. You can. This is the play that you just made is why you don't allow red team to hang out behind you when you know they're there.
Yeah.
You can't. If they're behind you, they're there for a reason.
And you guys
Single
are
zone.
red on the HUD, so you did a typical red team move.
Did do it. That was straight up red team.
That's straight
High
up red
noon,
team.
maybe?
Yeah, they. Oh, that's
I
actually
don't
gonna be a
know.
combo.
I don't know.
They'll probably build high noon if this fight goes on, but they definitely have signaled. Be careful of that combo.
Reese is dead.
That's big. That's big. Bring shield, bring shield,
Freddy
bring shield.
just like randomly picks the main
Big
team.
purple. Two purple.
What
Two
the
purple.
fuck?
Focusing shield.
Freddy's always talking about
I
how
don't think
like his
much.
Sigma
Versa,
slaps.
versa, versa, versa,
So.
versa.
I mean, he's
Nice.
slapping.
Nice.
He slapped
The 1 second he got to play
so
Sigma, he
hard
slapped.
that they couldn't even get to point.
Good
I had
players right
gold
there.
objective.
So
Kate has gold objective time. Oh my god, why? Why?
so
Kate, no.
I guess any quick questions? Well, any questions in general, quick or not.
So should I just 90% of the time should I just be looking to keep the high ground? Like
Yes.
And just
If you're gonna
stay up
play
there?
Diva, yeah. If you're gonna play Diva, yeah.
You're gonna stay on high ground until there's something you have to commit to, like a peel or a dive, and then you're gonna hard commit to that. Otherwise, like you just live on high ground.
Okay.
Your booster movement's really good. You do have like you have fairly good instincts for like playing your role, and like I think besides conceding high ground too much, I think you position really well on Diva in general.
Yeah, I agree. I think you have a really like kind of comboing off of what Coolpup said. I think you have a really good sense also of where not to be. Since like a couple of times when you like were going in on targets, I was afraid that you were gonna feed, but you would like fly up and use the momentum to hop up on high ground and get out at the last second.
Yeah.
Like that's really good.
That's mark of like great movement too. And like when you chose to go aggressive on someone, like 90% of the time you end up like killing them and leaving, and it's like very good. Like you're taking very smart risks, and you know like, and you have the movement and like the sense to like, this is how far I can push, and then I get out. Like when
Also,
when you killed that
yeah.
Hanzo like around the corner on third and like just literally left.
And then the other good thing too is like, so you got that Widow down to 2 HP, but you didn't chase her into her team.
Yep.
Okay.
So good stuff all around. Things to work on would be high ground, like staying on high ground and not being like, I don't want to say scared, but maybe you are a little bit scared. Because you can
Maybe less scared and more impatient, because I see that you move to low ground so that you have like better line of sight and stuff. But the thing is, like, the minute that they push past this corner, you're gonna have great line of sight anyway. So it's more worth your cooldown that you use to get up there to stay up there and shoot downwards.
Okay. Yeah.
owning high ground too, even when like the enemy team starts to push in too, is a really great way for you to like snipe and eat ults. Especially if they don't know where exactly you are, or like they have a vague idea, but like that's how you'll eat things 99% of the time, is if they don't think you're there.
And also, you probably remember this, but when McGravy was like the first game that he played for Florida, he would like for him, you would see him just kind of like casually drift into the enemy back line. For him, you know what he's trying to do, but like it's like such a like in the middle of a chaotic fight, it's like such like a small random that like you don't realize where he is if you're in the fight.
That's the thing
yourself.
too with owning high ground, is like if the fight pushes a little bit past you, because you're for the most part you're gonna stay up there, you're gonna poke, you're gonna like peel if you need to, but if you stay up there and like the fight drifts a little bit past you, you basically just end up in their backline for free. And then sometimes you're like, if you have the opportunity, sometimes you just pick off like a support or two and then you just leave, or like either way, just being on that high ground gives you so many options to be both aggressive and defensive.
Okay.
And like as always, you have boosters to get the fuck out if it genuinely becomes unsafe.
Yeah. but your movement is fantastic, so I can trust you to stay somewhere probably a little bit longer than you are right now, and you will get out of it just fine.
Okay. Have y'all heard anything back from Berger? Like, is he gonna be able to play? Or...
He said that he could, but he didn't respond when I asked him, like...
Details.
Because if not, I kind of want to keep working on off tank. But if he is, I definitely need to go work on DPS more. 'Cause I'm gonna be super rust.
I think grind some DPS for now, since Berger already confirmed that he's good to play.
No go.
I'll see. I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I played Hog on I thought I played all three on this map. That's why I picked it, but I guess I didn't.
Well, I
I honestly
heard...
think like your halt, to give you like the quick like things that I saw that were really good, was like halt hooking with Freddy, and like your ability to ask Freddy to halt certain locations that you were aware of, because you know Freddy tunnels a little bit from time to time and he won't look above him. So for you to like recognize that and say, oh, there's someone above us, halt above us, halt above us, and you're like telling Freddy to do that, and you're just waiting for it and you're prepared for a hook, is super good. Like, I think the fact that you dominate that conversation for halt hook is what like sets you apart from when Freddy and Berger do it, because I don't think Freddy nor Berger really dominate that combo in terms of like conversation and trying to like synchronize it, but like when you do, it's just so smooth.
Yeah, so Berger said that he's definitely free, so work on the deeps.
Okay.
But this off tank will get you. I think you can push this off tank to 33,
to diamond
34.
at least. Yeah,
I think you can hit mid diamond like literally right now, and if you keep working on it. Because this, not to call you out on like your DPS side, but like watching you play Diva and Zarya felt way more steady than watching you play like Genji.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like I think more on like the off tanks than I do on DPS.
Do you think it's more that your options for kills are more limited, and so you like I don't know. I feel like you definitely consistently get more value on off tanks than I see you do on DPS. I kind of agree with you. Like on DPS, on off tank, I think you're like a little more active and engaged in the fight and like adjusting for what's happening.
Yeah, I just don't know how to do that on DPS. Which is crazy because I play it more, but can't.
That might be why, though. You know what I mean? It's just like it's like such a habit. It's like a little easier to bot out, maybe.
Where it's here, like you're like kind of actively thinking a little bit more, not just like killing potential, but like, oh, what I gotta do to like save my team. Like it's funny because like Diva is like the weirdest shifts of mentality all at once, because it's like from aggressive to defensive, it's literally on a dime, and Diva is like probably strictly of the off tanks, Diva is like really the only off tank that really switches like that on the fly because of her entire kit. Zarya you can kind of do temporarily with like bubble placement, especially if like someone jumps behind you, but for the most part Zarya is very like static in movement and usually forward facing. But
yeah, I think part of it might also be like, because I remember together for a while, like your DPS even sometimes is like you're happy to go peel for your teammates on DPS, and sometimes it's not as effective because you're like you're on a damage dealer, you're not really on like a peeler with protective thing.
yeah,
but like
you're
on
playing, like,
tank,
a
Yeah.
DPS that doesn't have like hard CC or anything of that nature. So
Yeah.
like your actual peel potential, it's like, well, if
It's
I
like
either kill them
basically you
super
have
fast
to.
or
Yeah. So I think it's like on tank you get to do that, and you actually have the tools available to you to like save people. That seems to be a part of like the strategy that is enjoyable to you.
we'll probably say your natural like tendencies. I guess the good DLTR is like how you naturally think about the game lends itself better to off tank play than it does strict DPS play.
Oh, actually, you know what's funny? Maybe we should have had you work on Mei instead of Moon, because off tanky that way, because like her wall can be used very offensively but also defensively.
And I think the other good thing is you having the dynamic of how halt hook works will help you as Mei like define how the mirror goes. Like if you run into halt hook while you're playing halt hook, like Mei is what breaks the mirror really well. So
Yeah, I mean, I still tried to work on Mei. It's just I don't know. The wall placement is weird.
It's like I think what happened here too is like because we had Cater play Mei when we played Mei, and we just had Moon play Moon things, and like
I love that that's a thing. Just Moon just plays Moon things.
Moon plays Moon things, and it's like I think he's a little bit too aggressive to play Mei at times.
I agree.
And as much as I tell him,
I mean, I don't think it's like in him to wait. Thing with Moon is like his natural playstyle, as you say, is like very aggressive, and so he really excels on these like pick heroes. But you know what I mean, like kind of these like high damage, all like either pick or almost pick heroes, like Doomfist, like Pharah, like Reaper, like high impact damage heroes, where you can't ignore them or they just destroy you.
And Moon's not going to be the kind of person that like you say how you will peel sometimes on DPS to like protect a teammate. Moon's not that teammate. Moon just wants to like kill 3 or 4 people in the back line, and that's Moon.
And I think that's also what he like struggles with like on Sombra and on Mei too, is that like you can get picks with him, right? And he does, like on Sombra he gets great picks, but then he's like MP or Blizzard or like being a little more defensive in order to like win the fight. Like I think he has trouble like shifting for that or recognizing that a shift is needed. Also, but like for the two of them to have that kind of impact, they need a lot more team coordination than like a Reaper or like a Pharah in terms of like ult usage and stuff. And so like I don't think he's as effective as he typically. I don't think it's his playstyle.
I can keep working on Mei. And yeah, which I meant to comment on your like post in the shot caller thing. I definitely don't mind flexing around Min more, because he definitely does seem to like pop off a lot more than me and a lot more consistently. So if I can go Mei and he can play like Reaper and pop off, I'm down to do that.
So I think you don't have to play, like here's the thing, you don't have to play Mei. What I actually want you guys to do for the tournament is play to win, and that really just means that Moon plays something that he's comfortable popping off on, you play something that you're comfortable popping off on, and then the team will pick the rest of their comp around what you guys feel like playing on every. Is basically what generally ends up winning you guys fights is either Freddy gets an ult and pops off, the DPS pop off. Like those are generally speaking your win conditions. So yeah, basically support as much as possible.
We're gonna use this tournament. We're gonna build from the DPS line outward
instead.
Okay.
Like you guys what you're doing. Like there, and the thing is, like, if you remember when we scrimmed East that one time, right? Like they just kept playing Junkrat and Pharah because that's what their DPS are comfortable on, and it worked for them because Chiz fucking loves Junkrat, and he gets a shit ton of value out of it.
Fucking Chiz.
But like,
actually, like a great example was actually this scrim when you guys played Lijiang. Like you guys got rolled point A point for the first 2 maps, and you guys went to Night Market, and Moon just like silently picks Doomfist and kills 3 people first fight.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you just have to throw your hands in the air and be like, well, that's kind of like how we're gonna roll.
We're gonna, you know what? Moon is Jimmu. Just let him do Jimmu things.
Yeah.
You know. Too, the last couple of days, like in comp and in QP, the most annoying teams I've played against that I've had the most trouble with is like we barely lose, but like by the end we're countering the other team's Doomfist. And so we're like pretty confident going to the next map. Fucking get like Zarya, they have like Brig, all the shit, and everyone just pockets the shit out of their shitty Doomfist, and then he fucks up, he doesn't die because he gets bubbled, he gets armor pack, he gets literally every fucking resource you could possibly get, and then of course eventually he gets like a 1 or 2k, you know what I mean? Like everybody, because you can't touch him.
Yeah.
So you know, we can do that for Moon. Then, you know, everyone will just need to be cognizant of the game plan and not require as many resources if that's the play that you guys want to make. So yeah, I think building from DPS line outwards, making sure that Moon is comfortable on whatever he picks and that you're comfortable on whatever you decide to pick to complement him, you can pick from there.
Okay.
Any more questions, comments, concerns?
I don't think so.
I mean, work on DPS for the tournament, obviously, but like I think in terms of like your ladder play, there's a lot of like potential with you on off tank.
Mm-hmm.
And I think as a player, this could be like your next move, quote unquote.
If it's something that you're interested in, I think it seems to suit your playstyle pretty well, and if you enjoy it, like, yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah. And we can mess around. Like Shmeko's probably got lower enough that like we could play low diamond double tank duos and figure shit out.
Let's get some practice in.
I'll lock the horse. I'm not afraid.
Alright.
He'll suffer for you.
I will suffer.
Or if we want a QP, I can always horse because I actually enjoy horse.
I don't know how.
I'm sad that you guys don't.
It's
You
gross.
put a shield down
think
and you get
my-
to like shoot shit,
Like my
and you get to
Orisa's,
halt
like,
people off high ground.
My Orisa's solid enough, and it's just like it's alright.
I feel like your Risa aim is really good. Sometimes the shield placement I kind of like please move it a little bit. I think the biggest thing I think with people who playing Orisa is that like no one is known for having a ridiculous shield uptime. A lot of people don't position themselves for like when the shield dies, and so they just get deleted. Biggest mistake I see with Orisas right now is not in corners enough.
It's hard with Crossfire. Like Crossfire fucks me up.
And also that the other thing is kind of like choosing your shield battles of like, all right, who's more dangerous, and then just like face tanking the other side with Crossfire or with Fortify rather. Yeah, I think I don't know. Depth some people give her credit for, and it makes me.
I don't know. I just want to play off tank, man.
Same.
I did my time. I got to masters playing main tank. Now it's like, all right, I need to go back to my regular role.
Yeah, we'll go QP, and I'll play Orisa, and you guys can trade off. None of us will get healed, and we'll all be sad, but it'll be fine.
Hooray.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.